People wanted a storyline because they didn't have nothing else better to do.
Oh, well, who are you referring to?
Brace face.
Oh, all right. Now,
Sorry, who?
Brace face.
I don't know. I don't know anybody about Braceface. Who you? Like, who are you talking about?
We are excited tonight to be back in the studio. Tonight we have Philly on the Rise.
Yes.
Part two.
Part 2, y'all.
And we are excited for tonight's topic. We're going to get all into this season 1, that is pretty much all the episodes are up. You can go to YouTube, you can stream them. And we're going to get into some things about season 1 tonight.
Oh, yes.
What else we going to get into tonight, Tony?
I want to get to into the entrepreneur side of things for both of you guys. Yeah. I want to also talk about the upcoming reunion. I know y'all got some juicy stuff to share with us about the reunion, if you can. But I want to see, what's on the other side of, the couch. Because I did see a small clip in one of our first episode openers for season 2. Our first guest was Trey Real. So I know he hosted the reunion.
The reunion.
Yes. So I want to get down to juice with the reunion.
Philly,
all right.
He ate that up too.
Y'all better be demanding presence.
All right.
I love that. What's up? Shout out to Trey Real.
We love you.
So let's go ahead and jump into our next segment. We're going to do some hang-ups. And remember, y'all, if you want to participate, if you're hung up, if you're hanging up on anything, feel free to send that into hunguppod@gmail.com or drop Tony and I a DM.
Yes.
A lot of times y'all put y'all hang-ups under our comments.
Yes, you do. And we love it. Keep doing it.
So we're going to start snatching those and bringing them here. So I'll kick off this week's hang-up. I am hung up on a friend of mine, Sean. He's having a birthday party this weekend. And honestly, Tony, y'all, I really feel like I'm stepping into my grown man era. Because it's a black tie event, Harlem Nights theme. You got to come with the tux, fitted, clean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, most of the time I'm used to just pulling up in whatever I'm comfortable with. It's giving classy.
Classic man.
Shout out to Sean. I feel like this is the pre-party before we hit PBR Mexico next month. So I'm excited about that too. So I'm hung all the way up.
So I want to stay with that same theme. I am hung all the way up on a Black History Month. Specifically, letting these white people know we are not to be played with. So do y'all remember what Jay-Z did at the Grammys? He stood up for his woman. He stood up for his wife. Like,
I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work.
Do not
very calculated easy.
Play
down to the outfits
with Bay.
We see you.
Listen, he said some of y'all don't deserve no Grammys tonight, but some of y'all
niggas gonna get robbed.
Y'all gonna get robbed. So I'm like, come on for Black History Month. I'm just like, I was like,
don't play
power to the
wife.
people.
Don't play
with me. Don't play with my wife. Don't play with my people.
Period.
So shout out to you, JC. I love that. I'm like, don't play.
I'm very hung up.
Don't play.
If you're gonna stand up and have something to say about the Academy,
exactly.
When is the perfect opportunity? Like,
that's it, right there.
When you're on the stage,
that's
of
it.
The Academy. So just shout out to Jay-Z.
It was a moment.
Bay.
That was a moment.
Act 2. We're hung up.
Come on, Act 2.
we're all the way. Hung up.
Get her done. We're going to go into our next segment. We're going to talk about some listener feedback. And I know you got some good, juicy stuff, Eric, for us
I have
to talk about.
Yes, let me see. So this week's listener feedback is bring back the hung ups. The hung ups and the hanging ups. We are definitely doing that. We actually received that feedback from a few people while we were off break. We things switched up toward the end of the first part of the second season, so we
got off track, but we back on.
But we're letting you know that we're getting back on. We're doing our hung ups and hang ups, and we're making sure our guests do as well. So again, make sure if you have a hung up or hang up, hit us up.
Let us know.
All right, so you ready to get into this topic?
Yes. I think our guests are ready too.
Oh
They are
God.
ready. They came
And
ready.
if you're not,
They look ready.
put on your seatbelts.
They
If you're not,
smell ready.
Right.
I'm feeling this whole look. So how are y'all doing tonight? Like, how was y'all feeling coming up here? Were y'all like, yo, this hung up high? Like, I mean, like, let's go ahead and just like do this shit.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Like,
I mean,
here.
No, I'm excited to be
You're
here.
excited?
I watched y'all before, so it's nothing new to me. I'm also starting my own podcast soon, so it's kind of like amazing to like see just what
Alright.
it takes to go into it a little bit. You know, the structure of it. So I'm excited. I'm excited to get to some questions, answer some questions, talk about it.
so you said you saw us before. I mean, did you see your co-hosts? on
I did.
our episode.
I did.
Okay, how did you feel about that? Let's talk about it.
Unbothered.
Unbothered.
There's nothing really about me for real.
Of
for real.
course,
It's
you know.
about the one and only right here.
Well, we'll get there.
So,
You know?
you know,
Okay.
it was cute. I enjoyed it. I watched the whole thing. I enjoyed it. I thought they gave exactly what they were supposed to give.
Okay.
What, enemies?
I mean, they're not my enemies.
Oh, because I thought they
each
was
other,
friends, but they was
or-
giving very much. They was beefing.
Well, you know,
Clock that tea.
That's what fake friends do.
we need some more champagne for Leemy.
We can pop that.
Okay.
And it is a little bit in here, so we can top Leemy off.
Yes, because we want all of it. We want it all. Okay. But Leemy, how you feeling? Like, tell me about your perspective coming up here today with Eric and Tony.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really nervous. I have my own podcast, so I'm really used to doing interviews and interviewing people.
Okay.
So this is my first
You're
time
on
being
the other
interviewed.
side, yeah,
So it's
yeah.
kind of like really like shocking.
I mean,
It's shocking.
Yeah.
No, Leemy and Hendrix.
I mean, it's-
we about to have a good time.
we'll ease you. You know, the
I know
champagne is definitely
personally,
going to help.
I like it when I'm on the other side. I don't. That same thing. It's not often that I'm on the other side because I'm usually driving. But I enjoy being on the other side because I feel like that's when people really get to see.
Oh no,
you.
I like to be in control. I like to know what's going on.
He don't like the
We're gonna
hot
loosen
seat.
that up tonight.
He don't like the hot seat, y'all.
Well, you wouldn't be able to tell from the show. Speaking of which, make sure
Yes!
you all go to YouTube, search for
Philly on the Rise Productions.
and hit that subscription button, y'all.
Also,
You-
let's put your tags in real quick. Where can they find you at on social media?
Yes.
Leemy, put your tag in. What say
You
it?
can find me on Instagram at Leemy Hendrix, or you can find me on Instagram at the Leemy Hendrix Show.
You can find me on Instagram at j.marquise_.
All right.
And that's on music platforms too.
Amen.
Without the underscore.
Amen.
So, season 1. All right, this episode is going to air next Monday, so I feel like majority of your season will be posted, if not all of it will be posted
By next Monday, all of the episodes will be out.
will be posted. And do we have a date for the reunion?
Yes, next Sunday. This Sunday coming up after this.
So by the time this posts, you all would have had opportunity to go back, watch, and then rewatch, right? And rewind. Because you're like, what? Let me say what?
Yes.
You're going to want to rewind.
Right
You have
on
plenty of
time.
to do that. Now that season 1 is done, you've taped the reunion. I want to know, how are y'all reflecting on season 1?
I'm over it. I'm ready to go to the next season. I'm ready
Wait,
to
just
add
like
some-
that?
Just like that. I'm ready to add cast members. Like, I'm ready to. I'm
Like,
over it.
damn.
Pause. I did see a notification go up on Instagram today that you guys are already...
We're doing auditions.
Auditions
3-round
for
auditions
the
starting
second season.
February 19th.
Got you. All right. Anybody? Oh, yeah. This week.
So does that mean you didn't enjoy season 1? It was not a pleasurable experience for you?
For me in the beginning, no, I didn't. I think I had too much expectations, and one of my expectations was don't disrespect me. I won't disrespect you, and that if I'm not sure if y'all watched, but it's up now, episode 6. Me and Rod kind of got into it.
I saw that yesterday.
And,
Well, hold on. How do y'all get into the latest episode I saw was y'all was all lovey dovey.
we did-
Hold on.
Whoa.
Hold on. That was the latest
I was
episode I
getting love in the
saw.
club.
Come on, like in the studio, like
But it was honestly just
I mean-
to your defense. It was just that one clip in the studio.
It didn't look
Other
good.
than that, I feel like I never saw you and Rod like have like
Nope.
intimate like.
Well, maybe
closeness
not,
like that.
maybe not physically, but Rod always talked about having a crush. Like, I don't understand.
Rod has a crush on everybody. But I feel like it's innocent though. Like it's one of them crushes you just be like, oh, that's my man, but it's not really your man. But it
Yeah,
can
I
come
got
off
you.
to people as like he may get around a little bit, but like he really don't. To my knowledge.
So how y'all go from that to?
But that's not what y'all was fighting about on season. This last episode on 6. It was, to me, episode 6 should have been called like the reveal.
Oh, set of March Man. What was it, March Man?
It was for one we lost footage, so that's just that's why
okay.
y'all see a lot of confessionals. We lost footage, so that was kind of the hassle of us coming back because we were on a break.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So we had to get it out, and that's what I'm not mad at the episode. I just hate that I had to be portrayed.
Well, I mean, well, we get into TV. We get into reality TV. That's how.
No,
If
but
y'all
I'm put
don't,
on for cameras though. I'm not one of those.
but that's what it is, right? I mean, isn't it all about perception and how people view you, and how you are viewed, and how the cameras make you look?
Yeah, because we know one thing's for sure. What's the truth is really hardly ever matters. It's
Hello?
the perception.
And how you view how the cameras. No, they edited it out. They made it look like that. I ain't say that right there. They cut my voice in.
Which was going to be one of my follow-up questions. What do you wish the folks would have been able to see in season 1, but they didn't get an opportunity to see?
I feel like what me and Reggie discussed in our meetings now is more of trying to get more content of what the actual cast does more so. I think this season took over with a lot of drama, so it was like less of what we all really do for real. So I feel like going into season 2, we are going to like make sure like each cast member has at least a scene or an episode dedicated to
That's
them
focused on them and their
and what they
story.
do versus
I love
Absolutely.
that.
Leemy and Raheem going at it and me and Ron going at it. Like that's cool and all that's cute.
I'm gonna
but
get there.
We need that content.
Because episode 6 was drama, but we also got to see Leemy, Hendrix in the studio, and I honestly, I was sitting there watching yesterday, and I was like, "Yo, Leemy can rap.
Thank you.
Like you got bars.
Thank you.
And you have a flow, and you are confident. So talk to us. How was season 1? How are you reflecting?
Season 1 for me, it made me self-reflect and felt like I didn't want to do season 2 because I'm very much of a treat me how you want to be treated. If you want a genuine vibe, we can have a genuine vibe. If you want it to be up, then it can all be up.
And stuff.
No, I'm taking it all the way to hell. I'm gonna keep it going.
Up and then down.
And back down. Okay.
That's a drag.
But like then after self-reflecting and seeing like how I was able to broadcast my talent and getting like people inboxing me and like giving me feedback, and it was like a lot of positivity. It was like, okay, I can see me doing a season 2. Okay. Especially since like I feel like the drama that I was in was a bunch of like petty drama that just people wanted a storyline because they didn't have nothing else better to do.
Oh. What? Who are you referring to?
Brace face.
Oh, all right. Now,
Sorry, who?
Brace face.
I don't know him. I don't know anybody about Braceface. Who are you talking about?
The social media
Socialite.
influencer.
Oh,
quote
okay.
unquote.
Raheem.
That's his name. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean,
Shout out to Brahim.
hey, shout out Brahim.
He needs shout outs.
Listen. Listen. Okay.
Let me clear something up. I'm not an evil person, but I feel like once you pick with me, it's fair game. I'm at your neck for the rest of your life. There is no turning back. I'm going to give you every reason to realize you should not have messed with me.
It's giving Whitney Houston when she said, "I don't start shit, but I'll finish it." Is that what it's giving?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it all the way to hell because I want you to never mess with me ever again. Treat me how you want to be treated.
Well, I mean, let's be realistic about a lot of things here. When you talk about reality TV, when you talk about black gay men, it ain't gonna always be hunky dory. There's gonna be drama, there's gonna be conflict, and there's gonna be stuff that people want to literally watch.
People are watching for that.
I mean, I'm a firm believer you have to set boundaries. Like when you cross the line, I'm gonna have to draw another line in the sand. Like, oh no, when you do this, I'm gonna do this now. Like you have to set the tone, set the boundaries for how people treat you. You have to literally teach people how to treat you. So maybe in season 2, you can say, okay, well, with the shit happened in season 1, I'm not going for it. And I'm setting a new tone. I don't care what went down in season 1, but this is a new Leemy.
No,
this
me
is
personally, I feel like we all grown. I shouldn't have to teach you how to behave towards somebody else. I know how I want to be treated. I know how I should treat other people. I know if I don't want somebody to do this to me, then I'm not going to do that to them. I feel like I'm not a person that I'm about to sit here and teach you how to treat me. Because if I got to teach you how to treat me, there ain't no conversation that we need to have.
That's that.
It's a valid point.
It
That's
is.
that.
And I think it's like
hand in hand.
Tony is more so like talking, like not getting in front of you, like in a classroom in front of a chalkboard and like teaching you, but it's more so how we operate as individuals.
Yes.
Like it informs people how they
Don't fuck with
respect
me.
us, like or fuck with us.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So very valid. We adults, like we don't have time to be teaching grown ass.
Because I give everybody
I feel you.
open arms. I feel like I'm somebody that like before I interact with you, I'm going to take the time to learn and understand you, so I know like how not to upset you, what you like and what you dislike, so that way we have no misunderstandings. Like my friendships are like 10 plus years long, whereas though like we don't beef, we don't argue because we have an understanding for each other.
Yeah.
You know what, J Marquise, you had brought up something about, what your goals and aspirations are for season 2. I really wanted to talk about that in the entrepreneurship side of season 1. Let's talk about a little bit about who you are, what you do. Because everybody in their own right, which is doing stuff in the city. That's why it's called Philly on the Rise. So for me, I was like, when I saw the studio session, and was this going to be the theme song for the show?
Yeah, that's what we was playing. Me, him, and Rob was playing in supposed to be a theme song, but he wound up just doing it. I backed out.
And is that what we saw in episode 6? Is that when you were in the studio?
Yeah, no, that was
That's you.
That's just me. That's my album.
Ooh, okay.
So I wanted. Well, I was kind of hoping there was going to be some camaraderie. I said, Rob Blanco's a rapper, Leemy's rapper, and then J Marquise. That's what I was like. I said, yes, I love this.
Is that something you guys are going to do, or you?
Is that done or?
Honestly, for me, I don't know parts of it. Now for the theme song, I think the theme.
He said no
sticks.
parts.
I think that's already like the feeling around stable.
Just
But
to be clear.
no, just to be
parts.
clear, I am down to hop on the track with
Just not that track.
rock, just not the theme song for me personally. And I probably would have to agree that Reggie would probably feel the same way. Like we stuck with that.
Oh, well, I was kind of happy to see somewhat y'all coming together.
We can't say it won't come together as another song, but
just not that one.
just not the theme song.
Well, it was good to see Leemy in his light. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not a rapper, but I was like,
It was it was a breath of we had seen so much drama in the beginning of that episode.
It was a breath of fresh
it
air.
It really was to see you in the studio. It was like, oh, this is what we want. Like this is literally what we want to see. So Which I remember commenting on. You guys were on a live. This was like a month, maybe 2 months ago, and I made a comment. And I said, we want to see more of the talent.
Yeah.
And you responded. You said, give us a chance. We just in season 1.
I think we got a lot of doubt. It was so frustrating for us.
And I didn't want you to interpret that as doubt. That's coming from someone who's experienced. Mm-hmm. And me just being like, thinking already, I'm like, oh, they're probably done with season 2 or they're starting to get there. And so that constructive criticism is important. I know I've been doing this since 2017, and sometimes it's hard to hear things that you don't necessarily agree with or doesn't necessarily sound too good at first. So I want to hear from y'all. When it comes to constructive criticism and the things that you hear, how do you balance what you absorb versus what you just be like, nah, that's coming from a negative place. That's not for me. Because that's out there too. So.
You want to go first?
For me, I think I'm still growing with that. I think it was worse years ago though. Like even with like singing and everything I was doing, I was so used to hearing like, oh, like 50% was like good, and then 50% was bad, and then it was like for me it was like I felt like I wasn't putting enough effort, so it became like a self-inflicted thing. So then when I started putting in effort, I started feeling like a little unappreciated with a lot of stuff that I was doing because like I'm spending my money, I'm spending my heart or time on this stuff. So I feel like the doubt and like the negative became in my head more. So I started to listen to that, but then I was like, I don't know. I feel like the last 2 years I kind of got out of that, and I'm like, you gotta like, at least with singing with me, I do want to hear feedback because I also want to know what kind of music I should make.
I mean,
it's not just for me; it's for like everybody too. Like, I need to hear it. Okay.
I mean, overall, I mean, I will say the progression of the episodes and cleaning up everything, it was it was a natural progression. I was like, oh, okay, we're getting there. Oh, all right. Okay, we're looking a little better. Okay, we sound a little better. I said,
it's actually interesting to be on that ride.
Exactly.
Like, when we're sitting in these seats, it's easy to think like everyone
we're so
is expecting
critical.
us. Right, we're so critical because we're thinking like everybody's expecting us to be here.
Yes.
In order for it to mean anything.
Yeah.
When really people are also they want to go along with the ride with you. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you guys are honestly putting everything out there. You're so vulnerable, putting everything out there. And people are going to judge you that don't even know you.
Yeah.
You know? So I wanted to ask that question, but also just share that moment with you and let you know, like, give yourself some grace because it's wild.
You have to.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you guys at liberty to talk about the upcoming reunion?
Not in specific. Just because we got a surprise coming for y'all. Stay tuned.
Okay. I'm gonna do like Oprah. Tell us everything that you want us to know.
Well, I think the reunion would have aired by the time this goes
The
out.
reunion airs this Sunday coming up.
Oh yeah, so it would have gone out. Yep.
Oh,
so
yeah, so that's fine.
Spoiling anything.
Anything
I
you
will
want to
say,
on? For as far as me, I enjoyed myself. I think I got down to a lot of lies that was told.
Like what?
So, the reunion.
Leemy, you got both peers? My bad.
Oh my God! These
I can only do one. After this left one, I say, "Get off me!" and because my nips are like, he almost took that bitch off trying to get that ring through there.
I'm screaming.
What are
It was
we?
very painful.
What are we doing? What are we
Sorry.
doing? Where are we going? Where?
I saw it. It kind of jumped out at me, so I was like, it was like So I was like,
Yeah, I've had mine, but yeah, we're talking about the show, not his tits. You know?
Keith, make sure you get all this.
Okay. Oh my God.
The fuck?
So, once again, tell us about the reunion.
I was trying to before we really got interrupted.
Not by me. If somebody.
No, the reunion, it definitely, to me, was explosive. A lot of lies were told. If you watch episode 6, you kind of can steer where Leemy and Roz beef came, well, not started from, but kind of like got intermingled.
Mm-hmm. You was recording.
But if you realize the information that's being said,
oh my God.
Y'all gotta watch
the truth,
Get into it.
The truth comes out of what really happened or who really sent what or who really turned on who in the group.
So, remember a couple episodes back, it was called The Villain of the Show? Like, now we can really get into who is the villain of the show?
Everybody's the villain if you ask.
Because we really couldn't get that answer.
We didn't get the answer.
Was here.
That was a little too fresh.
I don't
Now
think we did.
the show is over. Who was the villain?
I think the first couple episodes, Leemy was the villain.
Why?
Just because you called me, you called Brahim, and you called Robert.
Ooh.
So that kind of was like we was on your
About
ass.
the group chat.
Yes, we was on your ass about that.
But Leemy, who do you say is the villain?
Raw.
You heard it here.
Okay, I'll agree with him.
I feel like he likes to throw stones and hide his hands.
Rob stirring shit up. You getting shit started? Rod, you a little troublemaker, Rod?
Hold on.
Rod, come back on the Hung Up Podcast Live.
Just one.
And it's
Just
so
one
innocent.
question. We just got one question.
We just want to talk.
Listen. So, but
Come outside. We just want to talk to her.
listen. So, is everybody scheduled to come back for season 2?
Yes.
Okay.
So the casting is growing because y'all are doing auditions.
Yes, we're adding to the cast.
So nobody's leaving. You're adding.
We're adding. Nobody's leaving.
I'm asleep.
Sleep.
Oh, wake up.
You know, of course, others
wake
would
up.
like-
No, because some people shouldn't have came back.
But
Wait, hold on. Wait. Why you say that?
I'm gonna just.
say what you had to say.
No,
what
this
you
is your
said. You gotta
platform
say
right
something.
now. Who shouldn't have came back? Why you?
I
Stand
feel
on
like
business.
some people like didn't really showcase what they had to showcase. Like,
So you don't believe in second chances? So what if it was you, right? and you didn't really get the show.
Come on, Jay.
And then you like, damn, like I really wanted the show. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. I was in your state of mind too, but I'm like, you know.
I feel like so we had so many conversations where we was pointing at Muffin. Oh, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And the focus should have been on other people.
That actually, so that brings up one of my last questions that I had. Tony, you may have more, but one of my last questions was, the name of the show is Philly
on the Rise.
The Rise.
That's the whole purpose.
215-267 Philly on the Rise, right? Do you feel like season 1 was a representation of Philly on the Rise? People who are in Philly, representing Philly and on the Rise?
I do. I believe so.
You do?
I think it'd be.
By the way, executive producer,
CEO, baby, co-CEO.
I meant to say that in the beginning.
Who?
Executive producer of the show. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I'm hollering. Yes. I think in the beginning, I will say it was kind of hard, at least for me personally, because like I'm trying to play cast member and I'm trying to do
behind the scenes
too.
All right, come on.
So
it's hard.
Shawnee O'Neal.
Mariah Hutt.
That's kind of an issue, like stuff
Married to Madison.
with a lot of people.
Yeah, that's
Because they kept calling me Shawnee O'Neal. I'm like, I'm not that type of person. Like, I'm not about to be like, oh, you're fired because me and you got into an argument.
Thank you.
We love that.
For your
I'm not that person.
services.
So the fact that they all kept saying it, it was kind of like, it was funny, then it got annoying. But for me, that was kind of like what I had to decipher. Like,
Yeah.
because I really want to air y'all out, but I still got to be a little bit more professional, which is why I said the latest episode, I wasn't really.
Shit, I would have laid them all out.
And it
You
wasn't
better than
like-
me.
You got a little rowdy there. I saw you.
I mean, I'm happy it was that, to be honest.
Because it could have got worse.
But I respect Reggie, so it's kind of like, that was already enough.
You should have devoured that sheep.
You should have just let them go. Let it all out. Yeah, let it all out.
But for me, that was just that. Like, I feel like we still on the rise. Like, I feel like as seasons go on, like we'll progress more. Like, better, quality, better sound, better content. Everything won't just be bickering. Like, we love it, I love it, but after a while, it get draining. Like, it's like. So the moments in the next couple episodes where we do come together, it's kind of like, all right, it's kind of like bittersweet because like, damn, I actually like these niggas a little bit.
I actually like y'all.
But like, y'all cool a little bit. Not too much, but y'all cool.
I want to know, as we're closing this episode up, tell the people what you got coming up. Tell a little bit about who you are, what you do, any upcoming events, anything that you guys are doing that people need to tune into. Leemy, let's start with you.
The album out?
So I'm currently working on my second album. It's called I Am Pretty Playboy Production. You're going to get a lot of drill music, a lot of twerk music. I'm going to give summer anthems back to back.
That's what we need.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
Yes.
I want to come back out with my YouTube channel, the Leemy Hendrix Show. I have episodes just laying around, but like I get when I'm distracted with my music, the Leemy Hendrix Show lag, and when I'm on the Leemy Hendrix Show, my music lags.
I see.
And I'm also preparing to move to Houston.
Oh,
all right.
So another Texas relocation.
Another Texas relocation.
Okay, cool. That's what's up.
Okay, and tell the people where they can find you at one more last time.
You can find me on the Leemy Hendrix Show on IG, and you can find me at Leemy Hendrix on Apple Music, Spotify, and Instagram.
All right.
You ate that.
Thank you.
All right, J Marquise, tell people where they what's coming up for you.
Philly on the Rise, of course, is coming back this May for season 2. We start auditions.
Oh, that's soon. Okay.
Yes, sir. We start auditions February 19th. It's a 3-round audition. So we'll be posting that starting heavily on the 19th. So if y'all interested, email us, DM us, what y'all do. Just follow the directions. It's that simple.
What's the email address?
It's phillyontherise2023@gmail.com.
Awesome.
Or you can just DM us. We'll see them too sometimes. We don't always check our DMs though, just to let y'all know, because people would be cursing us out like, I need y'all. We don't always check them right. As far as like for me, like music, it's on my forefront. So I got a couple of singles that's about to drop soon. I'm excited for that. I've been putting out music heavily for the last couple of months.
Yes.
If you don't know, I'm the biggest lover boy there ever was.
Come on, lover boy.
You are the R&B. You are Philly R&B. Yes.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to like building with that. I've been like networking with a couple people, talking to a lot of my idols. They've been giving me advice. So like, I'm just trying to like grow. I still do photography, but like I agree with Leemy. Sometimes when you focus on one craft, like it takes away from all your other crafts. So I definitely want. A lot of people are hitting me up for photography again. And I'm just excited. Like this year, like I don't got no expectations for this year. Because I feel like every year people be like, I'm gonna do this. Last year I didn't do nothing I said I wanted to do. So this year I'm gonna manifest it, but I'm gonna just leave it at that.
All right now.
Let it do what it do.
Shout out to Black excellence. Shout out to Black entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Like y'all about y'all business.
And shout out to Philly on the rise.
Yes.
Thank y'all again.
Shout out to y'all for
coming to
having
Hung Up
us.
Pod
Thank y'all
Live.
for
We
having
appreciate y'all. Clink, clink. Oh, you.
Well, it's okay. Clink, clink. Let's go.
Something to drink.
Is that really that long?
For
Is that
me,
what they
yes.
say?
Excuse me.
Okay, well, you pour me a little something so I can
Of
clink
course,
with you.
sir.
Get 'em
You
right,
know,
Jay.
pour me
Thank
down,
you.
pour me down. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, let's clink a goodbye to our guest, Philly on the Rise.
Thank y'all for being
Thank
here
y'all for
tonight.
having
All right, clink, 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 clink.
Thank you, God, baby.
Thank y'all for watching tonight's episode of Hung Up Pod Live. Make sure if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscription button.
Clink, clink.
And drop a comment. Let us know what you think about tonight's episode. If you've seen Philly on the Rise, what do you think about it? And what are you looking for in season 2? I am your boy, Eric Cole, a.k.a. Tennis Bay.
And I am Tony Purnell. Until next time,
Peace.
world peace.
I'm sorry. Peace.
Wow.
Like, what are you doing?
I'm funny. Go.